Nammo Yidafa, good morning. Thank you for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The third wonderful precept. Aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to cultivate responsibility and learn ways to protect the safety and integrity of individuals, couples, families, and society. I'm determined not to engage in sexual relations without love and long-term commitment. To preserve the happiness of myself and others, I'm determined to respect my commitments and the commitments of others. I will do everything in my power to protect children from sexual abuse and to prevent couples and families from being broken by sexual misconduct. We're continuing to read Ajahn Chah's book, Bodhinyana, and we're in the Dhamma talk, The Training of the Heart. As far as we should be concerned about the ancient monk's tradition, a monk should spend at least 5 years with his teacher. Some days you should avoid speaking to anyone. Don't allow yourself to speak or talk very much. Don't read books. Read your own heart instead. Take Wat Nang Papang, for example. These days, many university graduates are coming to ordain. I try to stop them from spending their time reading books about Dhamma because these people are always reading books. They have so many opportunities for reading books, but opportunities for reading their own hearts are rare. So when they come to ordain for 3 months, following the Thai custom, we try to get them to close their books and manuals. While they are ordained, they have this splendid opportunity to read their own hearts. Listening to your own heart is really interesting. This untrained heart races around, following its own untrained habits. It jumps about excitedly, randomly, because it's never been trained. Therefore, train your heart. Buddhist meditation is about the heart, to develop the heart or mind, to develop your own heart. This is very, very important. This training of the heart is the main emphasis. Buddhism is the religion of the heart. Only this. One who practices to develop the heart is one who practices Buddhism. This heart of ours lives in a cage, and what's more, there's a raging tiger in that cage. If this maverick heart of ours doesn't get what it wants, it makes trouble. You must discipline it with meditation, with samadhi. This is called training the heart. At the very beginning, the foundation of practice is the establishment of moral discipline, sila. Sila is a training of the body and speech. From this arises conflict and confusion. When you don't let yourself do what you want to do, there's conflict. Eat little, sleep little, speak little. Whatever it may be of worldly habit, lessen them. Go against their power. Don't just do as you like. Don't indulge in your thought. Stop this slavish following. You must constantly go against a stream of ignorance. This is called discipline. When you discipline your heart, it becomes very dissatisfied and begins to struggle. It becomes restricted and oppressed. When the heart is prevented from doing what it wants to do, it starts wandering and struggling. Suffering, dukkha, becomes apparent to us. This dukkha, this suffering, is the first of the Four Noble Truths. Most people want to get away from it. They don't want to have any kind of suffering at all. Actually, the suffering is what brings us wisdom. It makes us contemplate dukkha. Happiness, sukha, tends to make us close our eyes and ears. It never allows us to develop patience. Comfort and happiness make us careless. Of these two defilements, dukkha is the easiest to see. Therefore, we must bring up suffering in order to put an end to our suffering. We must first know what dukkha is before we can know how to practice meditation. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you for joining me this morning.